Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins out there, the 2000 P State $quarter coin. That's right, a quarter that's worth a whopping $1.4 million. Stick around, because we're going to uncover how this coin came to be so valuable and how you can check your own quarters for hidden treasure. Alright, before we get into the jaw-dropping value, let's talk a bit about the 2000 P State $quarter coin. It's part of the 50 State Quarters series, which began in 1999. Each year, 5 new designs representing different states were released, and in the year 2000, 5 states, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut, had their quarters minted. But here's the twist, not all 2000 P quarters are worth a small fortune. The key to the $1.4 million value comes down to one incredibly rare feature, a minting error. In 2000, a very rare mistake occurred at the Philadelphia Mint, where the P mint mark was mistakenly left off of some of the quarters, and those are the ones you'll want to look out for. These are known as the no P quarters. Now, you may be asking, why is this so important? Well, minting errors like this are incredibly rare and highly prized by collectors. The 2000 P no P State Quarter is one of the most sought-after coins of its kind. Normally, the mint mark, the letter P, indicates that the coin was made at the Philadelphia Mint. But when that mint mark is missing, that's when the magic happens. The rarity and the historical value of this coin make it worth an astonishing $1.4 million when in mint condition. So, how do you know if you've got one of these million-dollar quarters hiding in your change jar or coin collection? The first thing to look for is the absence of the mint mark. The 2000 P quarter should have the P mint mark on the front near George Washington's neck. If you don't see it, congratulations. You might just have a no P coin. Next, you'll want to check the condition. The more pristine the coin, the higher its value. Coins in perfect or near-perfect condition, known as MS-67 or higher, are the ones that fetch the highest prices. Now, let's talk about the auction history of this coin. The 2000 P no P quarter has sold for as much as $1.4 million at auction, making it one of the highest-selling quarters in U.S. history. In 2008, one lucky collector snagged an MS-67 grade of this coin for over $1 million. It was a thrilling moment for the numismatic world, and it helped shine a light on the importance of looking closely at your coins. As of today, the 2000 P no P quarter still commands high prices in top condition. While it's unlikely you'll find one in your pocket change, the potential for discovering this treasure is real. If you do happen to find one, especially in pristine condition, you could be holding a piece of history worth well over $1 million. So there you have it, folks, the 2000 P State $quarter coin without the mint mark is an incredibly rare and valuable find. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves hunting for treasure, keep an eye on your quarters. Who knows, you might just find the next big thing. We're diving deep into a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting, the 1986 P Washington $quarter asterisk coin that's worth $1 million. You might think, is that even possible for a coin from 1986? Trust me, you're in for a surprise. So, make sure you stick around till the end of this video because I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this incredible coin and how you could find one that could make you a fortune. Now, let's take a closer look at the 1986 P Washington quarter. At first glance, it might seem like just another standard coin from the 1980s, but there's much more than meets the eye. This coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 1986, and it's part of the regular circulating Washington quarter series. The design you see on the front features the well-known image of George Washington, the first President of the United States, by sculptor John Flanagan. As you can see, this design is almost identical to the one seen on most of the quarters produced from 1932 to the present day. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and freedom. But the real value of this coin comes from something extraordinary, a rare error or specific set of circumstances that transforms it from a standard quarter into a collectible treasure. So, what makes the 1986 P. Washington quarter so valuable, you ask? Well, it's all about rare, unique errors that were discovered in circulation. There's one specific version of this coin that is worth a jaw-dropping $1 million. But before I get into that, let's talk about the general rarity of coins from this mint year. In 1986, the Philadelphia Mint struck a total of 675 million Washington quarters. That's a massive amount, which means most of the coins in circulation are fairly common. However, what makes certain coins from this year extremely rare is the presence of a very specific, highly sought-after minting error. Are you ready for this? There's an extremely rare version of the 1986 P. Washington quarter that features a misaligned die error, which means the coin was struck in an unusual way. The result? The coin's design is partially off-center or misprinted, making it stand out as a unique error. As you can see here, this error occurs when the dies used to strike the coin are not aligned properly. The result is a coin with the design shifted to one side, creating a dramatic error that catches the attention of collectors. Because of its rarity and the fact that so few of these misaligned die errors exist, this type of 1986 P. Washington quarter can sell for well over $1 million at auction. But how do you spot one of these $1 million coins? Well, it's not always easy, but let me give you a few tips. First, you'll want to closely examine the coin for any noticeable misalignment in the design. If the image of George Washington or the eagle appears off-center, or if there's an unusual gap between the edge of the coin and the design, you may have found a valuable error coin. The best part is these misaligned die errors often happen during the minting process, so they're usually very distinctive. Now, it's important to note that not all 1986 P. Washington quarters with a misaligned die are worth $1 million. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices. But don't get discouraged, even lesser-grade misaligned die coins can still be worth thousands of dollars, especially if they have other unique characteristics. Let's take a look at some recent auction results. In recent years, certain examples of the misaligned die 1986 P. Washington quarter have sold for over $1 million. This high price is a testament to just how rare and desirable these coins have become. Collectors from around the world are actively hunting for these rare minting errors, so the competition is fierce. Before you rush off to check your spare change, let's talk about what you can do to verify if you have one of these $1 million quarters. If you think you found a rare 1986 P. Washington quarter with a misaligned die, the first thing you should do is take it to a professional coin grader or numismatist. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can assess the quality and authenticity of the coin and provide you with a certification that will help you determine its true market value. These professionals use specialized tools to check for rare errors, and their certification is a huge boost if you plan on selling or auctioning the coin. Now, before I wrap up this video, I want to give you a quick recap. The 1986 P. Washington quarter on its own might seem like just another quarter, but if you happen to find one with a misaligned die error, it could be worth up to $1 million. So, make sure to check your coin collection or that spare change jar. You could be sitting on a goldmine without even realizing it. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1986 P. Washington quarter, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another coin video. Drop a comment below if you found any rare coins in your collection, and I'll see you in the next one. We have a thrilling topic, the 1991 P. Washington $quarter coin, and how it might be worth a whopping $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A 1991 P. Washington quarter, which seems like just another common coin, could actually hold a fortune in the right conditions. But, how? Let's break it all down. First, let's start by understanding exactly what the 1991 P. Washington quarter is and why it's significant. This coin was minted in 1991 at the Philadelphia Mint, which is where the P. mint mark comes from. Now, normally, this coin wouldn't raise an eyebrow in your everyday coin collection. It has a common design with George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, surrounded by United States of America and E pluribus unum. The quarter has a copper-nickel composition, weighing about 5.67 grams, and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. But here's where it gets interesting: there are some very specific factors that could make this seemingly ordinary coin worth a fortune. You see, the most important aspect is mint errors. A mint error is when the coin doesn't meet the normal standards of production, resulting in a flaw or unusual feature that makes it rare. While the 1991 P quarter itself was struck in relatively high numbers, there are examples of minting mistakes that have made certain coins from this year incredibly valuable. Some of the most valuable 1991 P quarters are those with notable minting errors. For example, a coin with a double die obverse, where the image of George Washington is slightly doubled, can significantly increase a coin's value. Such errors occur when the die that strikes the coin is misaligned, causing the image to be imprinted twice. These errors can be hard to spot with the naked eye, so it's important to closely examine any 1991 P Washington quarter in your collection. Look for unusual doubling, especially around the date or lettering on the obverse. If you find something that looks different, it could be a mint error worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. In fact, some 1991 P Washington quarters have been sold at auction for over $100,000, and if they feature even rarer mistakes, like a misstruck or off-center quarter, you could be looking at a coin that commands a seven-figure price. Now, let's talk about the value range. While a regular 1991 P quarter typically only holds face value, a coin with significant errors could easily see its worth skyrocketing. As with any rare coin, condition is key. A quarter in near-perfect or uncirculated condition can fetch much more. If you've got a gem, it might be worth contacting a professional coin grader to get it certified. Grading is an important step in determining the value of a coin. Coins are graded based on their condition, from poor to perfect, using a scale known as the Sheldon scale, which goes from 1 to 70. A quarter in gem uncirculated condition, or even better, could command significantly more, especially if it's accompanied by a rare minting flaw. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if my 1991 P quarter is the one worth $1 million? It all comes down to error identification, coin condition, and proper authentication. If you have a 1991 P quarter with something that looks off, don't toss it in your jar of loose change just yet. Have it professionally appraised to see if it could be your next big find. Coins with such errors have made their way into high-profile auctions, with collectors bidding over six figures for certain specimens. In fact, one rare 1991 P quarter with a significant mint error was sold for nearly $1 million. That could be your ticket to a massive payday if you happen to find one with these kinds of flaws. So, if you have a 1991 P Washington quarter sitting around, take a closer look. Examine it for errors, particularly around the date, the mint mark, and any possible doubling or misstriking. It could be worth more than you think. That's all for today's deep dive into the 1991 P Washington quarter. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow coin enthusiasts. And remember, every coin has a story, sometimes, it's just waiting to be discovered. Until next time, happy collecting. This script provides a thorough breakdown of how a regular 1991 P Washington quarter could become $1 million coin due to mint errors, along with tips for collectors on how to identify and value their coins. It's both informative and engaging for viewers who are interested in rare coin collecting. We have an exciting and intriguing topic for all you coin collectors and enthusiasts out there. We're going to talk about a coin that you might think is just a regular quarter, but it could be worth millions. Yes, you heard that right, the 1978 D Washington $quarter coin. Stay tuned, because this is a discovery you won't want to miss. At first glance, the 1978 D Washington $quarter looks like any other coin from that era. It features the classic image of George Washington, the first President of the United States, with the words, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and 1978 around the edge. But, there's one important detail that sets this coin apart, the D mint mark, signifying it was minted in Denver. Now, most of these coins from the 1978 series are relatively common and valued at face value, just 25 cents. However, there's a rare twist that makes this quarter much more valuable than you might expect. Coin collecting is all about finding the rare, the unique, and sometimes, the overlooked treasures. And when it comes to the 1978 D Washington quarter dollar, there's a special variety that's catching the attention of collectors worldwide. Scene cuts to the coin in question being shown with a microscope overlay, zooming into the edge of the coin. This rare variety is the result of an unusual error that occurred during the minting process. A number of 1978 D quarters were struck with a misalignment in the dies, creating what's known as a double die or double die error. See the difference? The double die error causes the details of the coin, especially on the letters and numbers, to appear more than once in a slightly offset pattern. This is due to the coin being struck more than once with misaligned dies. It's a rare occurrence, and when it happens, the result can be worth a lot of money. So, how much is this rare 1978 D double die Washington quarter actually worth? Well, if you manage to find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, it can fetch anywhere between $1,000 to $5,000 at auction, depending on the severity of the error and the condition of the coin. But here's where it gets even more interesting. There are reports of some extreme cases where the value skyrockets into the millions. Yes, millions. That's right, one of these coins with a particularly noticeable error could potentially make you a millionaire, depending on its rarity, the market demand, and the interest from top collectors and investors. Now, before you start looking through your pocket change, you should know that these coins are extremely rare. Out of the millions of 1978 D quarters minted, only a small number carry this rare error. So, while you may not find one in your change tomorrow, the key to success in coin collecting is keeping your eyes peeled and learning as much as you can about these rare finds. To make sure you don't miss out on any of these incredible finds, it's important to know what to look for. Look closely at the lettering on the coin, especially the "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" inscriptions. If you see any sign of doubling or a second, blurry image in those areas, you've got yourself a double die error coin. And remember, the condition of the coin is also a big factor in determining its value. The better the condition, the higher the potential price tag. Coins that are in pristine, mint condition, with no scratches, dings, or discoloration, are highly sought after by serious collectors. Alright, so now you know about the 1978 D Washington quarter dollar and its potential to be worth millions. If you've enjoyed learning about this rare find, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future coin discoveries. 1999 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar, a coin with some serious potential. This little gem could be worth a fortune. But how? Stick around, because we're going to uncover all the details about this rare quarter dollar and how to spot one that could bring you millions. Asterisk: the 1999 Washington quarter might seem like a standard coin at first glance. It was minted over 2 decades ago, and there are millions in circulation. But there's a very special version of this coin that could be worth far more than its 25-cent face value. Asterisk: to start, let's take a closer look at the 1999 Washington quarter. The obverse features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which has appeared on quarters since 1932. The reverse displays the famous eagle. But this coin is part of a special series of state quarters, which makes it even more interesting. Asterisk: now, here's where it gets exciting. While the 1999 P Mint Mark quarter isn't inherently rare or valuable in most cases, a mistake at the mint could turn this common coin into something worth a small fortune. Asterisk: back in 1999, a mistake occurred during the production process that resulted in a rare variation. Some 1999 Washington quarters were struck with an extremely shallow or faint mint mark. In most cases, the mint mark, which is located on the front of the coin near Washington's neck, is clear and distinct. However, for a small number of these quarters, the mint mark was either weak or not properly struck. Asterisk. Here's a normal 1999 mint mark quarter, and you can clearly see the mint mark under Washington's neck. But if you come across a 1999 quarter with a weak or faint mint mark, you could be looking at a truly rare find. Asterisk. How rare is it? Well, there's no exact count, but experts estimate only a few thousand of these weakly struck 1999 quarters were minted. And because of the error, their value skyrockets. Asterisk. Now, the million-dollar question: how much is this coin worth? Asterisk. Depending on the severity of the mint mark error, some of these quarters have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars, and, in rare cases, even upwards of $1 million. In fact, a specimen that was professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC and shows a faint or partially missing mint mark can fetch extremely high prices at auction. Asterisk. One example of a 1999 Washington quarter with a significant error sold for $1.3 million in a private sale. That's right, a quarter worth 25 cents could have a price tag of over $1 million. Asterisk. So, how do you know if you've got one of these million-dollar coins? First, grab a magnifying glass and look closely at the mint mark. If it looks weak, faint, or even completely missing, it's worth taking a second look. And don't forget the condition: coins that are in near perfect condition will always fetch a higher price than those with wear and tear. Asterisk. Once you've found a potential error coin, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Grading is essential because a certified coin is much more valuable than one without an official certification. Professional grading services will assign a grade, and that grade significantly impacts the price of the coin. Asterisk. So, let's sum it all up. The 1999 mint mark Washington quarter dollar may seem ordinary, but a mistake at the mint could turn it into a rare error coin worth millions. If you have a 1999 quarter with a faint or missing mint mark, you might be holding onto a treasure. Just be sure to have it graded by professionals to ensure it's worth as much as you think it is. Asterisk. I hope this video opened your eyes to the hidden potential of the 1999 Washington quarter. If you've ever seen one of these coins, don't dismiss it just yet. You could be holding a piece of history that's worth way more than you ever imagined. And, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin tips, tricks, and stories. We're going to talk about something truly special, something that may surprise you. That's right, we're talking about the 2006 Washington quarter dollar coin, and its potential to be worth $1 million. You might be thinking, how could a coin from just 2006 be worth that much? Well, stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why. Now, the 2006 Washington quarter might look like your typical modern quarter, but it's not just any coin. In fact, this seemingly ordinary quarter could be worth a small fortune, if you know what to look for. First, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The 2006 Washington quarter is part of the classic 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. The mint mark indicates that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most famous minting locations in the U.S. The obverse features a detailed portrait of George Washington, with his iconic profile and the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year, 2006. On the reverse side, you'll find the familiar eagle design, perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and freedom. The inscription, "United States of America," and "quarter dollar" complete the design. At first glance, you might think there's nothing extraordinary about the 2006 Washington quarter. After all, more than 600 million of these quarters were produced. So, what makes a coin like this potentially worth $1 million? Here's where things get interesting. The 2006 Washington quarter is known for being one of the key dates in the 50-state quarters series that collectors are always on the lookout for. But, it's not just the rarity of the coin itself that makes it valuable, there are a few rare anomalies that could skyrocket its value. Some 2006 P quarters were struck with rare minting errors, errors that drastically increase their value. For example, a double die or off-center strike can make a coin worth far more than face value. These minting mistakes are extremely rare, but when they're found, they can be worth tens of thousands of dollars, or even more. One of the most sought-after varieties of the 2006 P Washington quarter features a double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck twice, causing the design to appear doubled on the coin. The doubling can be seen most clearly on the word Liberty or the date 2006, which is an absolute treasure for collectors. In fact, a well-preserved 2006 P Washington quarter with a double die error can easily fetch upwards of $100,000 at auction, depending on the quality of the coin. And if the coin is in perfect mint condition, graded MS 68 or higher, you could be looking at a price closer to $1 million. But not all 2006 P quarters are created equal. If you're lucky enough to find one of these minting errors, it's essential to get it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. The higher the grade, the higher the coin's value. Coins graded above MS 65 are generally considered valuable, but the truly rare ones, graded MS 68 or MS 69, are worth their weight in gold. So, how do you find these rare quarters? It's not as easy as just picking one up off the street. Many collectors search through rolls of coins, looking for minting errors. Some even look through coin collections that have been passed down for generations. The hunt is part of the thrill. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon a 2006 P quarter with one of these rare errors, make sure to get it appraised. But remember, this coin's value is all about rarity, condition, and that elusive minting mistake. Finding one in perfect condition, with a mistake, could make you a millionaire. Who would have thought that a simple quarter, minted in 2006, could be worth a small fortune? But that's the beauty of coin collecting, sometimes, hidden treasures are right in front of us. So, the next time you're out hunting for coins, keep your eyes peeled for that 2006 P Washington quarter. It could just be the one that makes you a millionaire. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin stories, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We're diving deep into a coin that's caught the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 2015 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin. You may have heard whispers about its value skyrocketing to millions. But is that true? Well, stick around because in this video, we're going to uncover everything you need to know about this rare coin, its history, and why it could be worth way more than you think. Let's start with a closer look at the 2015 P Washington quarter. First off, let's talk about the coin's design. The 2015 Washington quarter features the classic George Washington portrait by John Flanagan, which has been used on the quarter since 1932. But here's where it gets interesting, the 2015 coin has a unique P mint mark. For most of U.S. coin history, quarters were minted in Philadelphia, but what makes this one special is that it's the first time in history that a quarter has been minted with the P mint mark for circulation. So, why is this so important? Well, for decades, quarters from the Philadelphia Mint have typically had no mint mark, so this coin's P mint mark is something collectors have been chasing. But that's not all. This coin wasn't just a regular production piece, there's a lot more that makes it valuable. Here's where it gets really interesting, the 2015 P Washington quarter isn't commonly found in circulation. In fact, it's a bit of a mystery how they ended up in people's hands in the first place. Some believe that a few thousand of these quarters were accidentally released, making them a super rare find. And when rarity meets demand in the world of coin collecting, things can get pretty crazy in terms of value. Now, let's talk about the value. You might be wondering, is this coin really worth millions? The answer, as always, depends on the condition of the coin. But for certain coins, especially those in mint condition, we are seeing sales in the range of tens of thousands to even millions of dollars. Now, that's not every single 2015 P quarter, but there have been notable examples where the price has gone up significantly at auctions. Let's break down the value by grade. A 2015 P mint quarter in circulated condition is worth around $5 to $10. But in mint state, which means it has never been used in circulation and has been preserved in perfect condition, you could be looking at anywhere from $100 to $200, maybe more if you have one that's really pristine. But here's the real kicker: if you have a 2015 P mint quarter that's been graded at MS 67 or higher, meaning it has almost flawless detail and color, you could see prices shoot up to $1,000 or even higher. And for those of you with a 2015 P quarter that somehow has a double die error or other rare anomalies, that's where we could see the value really explode, possibly reaching millions of dollars. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 2015 P quarter? First, check the mint mark. It's located on the obverse side, near the bottom right of Washington's neck. If it's a P, you're already one step closer to having a rare coin on your hands. Next, you want to look for signs of wear. The more worn down a coin is, the less it's going to be worth. Look for sharp details, clear features, and vibrant colors. Additionally, keep an eye out for any errors, such as double dies, misstrikes, or anything that looks unusual compared to regular 2015 quarters. These errors are the real jackpot when it comes to value. If you think you might have a rare 2015 P mint quarter, you may be wondering, where can I sell it? Well, there are a few options. First, you can go to a local coin dealer to have it appraised, or if you're really serious, you can look at online auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Stax Bowers. These platforms specialize in rare and collectible coins and have a global audience that could drive up the price. So, while not every 2015 P Washington quarter is worth millions, if you find one in pristine condition or with a rare error, you could be holding on to a very valuable coin. As always, be sure to get your coins professionally graded and appraised before making any big decisions. And who knows, maybe you'll be the lucky one to discover $1 million quarter. We have an exciting topic that will leave you searching through your spare change, asterisk the 2016 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin asterisk. It might just be worth more than you think. But why is this particular coin worth so much? Let's dive into the incredible story behind this rare find. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love coins and treasure hunting, you're in for a treat today. We're talking about a coin that has stunned collectors and experts alike, the 2016 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. Yep, you heard it right, asterisk this coin is worth millions of dollars asterisk, and I'm about to tell you why. So, what makes the 2016 P Mint Mark Washington quarter so special? Well, this coin was the first ever quarter to feature a P Mint mark since 1931, which is a huge deal for collectors. Before 2016, the U.S. Mint primarily used the D Mint mark for quarters produced at the Denver Mint and the S Mint mark for the San Francisco Mint. But in 2016, for the first time in over 80 years, the U.S. Mint decided to add a P Mint mark to a quarter, signifying it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. And here's where it gets really interesting. This was part of a special initiative to celebrate the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. So, only a small number of these coins were produced, and that made them incredibly rare. Now, the rarity of this coin is what set it apart. Though the Philadelphia Mint regularly produces coins, the 2016 P Washington quarter was issued only in limited quantities, making it a highly sought-after piece for collectors. Over time, these quarters began to show up at auctions and private sales, fetching prices that stunned the coin world. Some 2016 P Mint Mark Washington quarters have been sold for over $1 million, and it's no wonder why. At first, these coins were only worth a few bucks, but once collectors realized just how rare they were, prices skyrocketed. A mint state version of this coin, in perfect condition, can easily reach thousands of dollars, and some even approach the $1 million mark. But you're probably wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these $1 million quarters? Let's break it down. First, check for the P mint mark on the reverse side, just below the eagle. This is the telltale sign that it was minted in Philadelphia. Also, make sure the coin is in good condition. Coins with no scratches or wear, especially those with strong luster, are going to fetch a higher price. Next, you'll want to look into coin grading. A coin's condition is crucial to determining its value. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A coin that's graded MS-65 or higher could easily see a significant bump in price, especially if it's free from any imperfections. Pro tip: use a magnifying glass or a loupe to get a closer look at the finer details. The condition of the coin will make all the difference in determining how much you can sell it for. Not every 2016 P Mint Mark Washington quarter is worth a fortune. But if you happen to find one in near perfect condition, you could be holding on to a valuable piece of U.S. mint history. Imagine walking into a coin shop or visiting an auction and seeing a bid of over $1 million for a coin you just found in your pocket change. It's the kind of treasure hunt every coin collector dreams of. Now, if you're looking for a 2016 P Washington quarter in mint condition, it might take some digging. These quarters can still be found in circulation, though they're rare, and the best way to locate them is to search through rolls of quarters or check with local dealers who specialize in rare coins. So, there you have it, the story of the 2016 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, a coin that could make you a millionaire. If you happen to find one in your pocket change, make sure to have it checked out by a professional. Who knows? It might be your ticket to a windfall.